My two children are destroying every aspect of my life. The stress and the anxiety that they are causing me is unbearable. My own children bully me. They are hateful, and then they think I'm the crazy one.
She used to be really fun and happy to be around, and just something snapped, and she just totally lost her mojo.
My son, Alex, is the worst of my two children. He's constantly threatening me. He's just a drunken. It's gotten to the point where I am scared of my own son. My daughter, Hana, now completely avoids me. Hana is following in her brother's footsteps. She's drinking, smoking, and partying. And she has become very disrespectful, selfish, and plain rude.
She definitely likes to butt in our lives. Honestly, like, we're adults, we can do whatever we want.
Alex has mistreated me to the point he has bullied me out of my own home. I couldn't live with him, so I had to move out and get my own apartment. I realized the only way to get Alex out is to sell the damn house. When Alex went on a trip, he left me no choice but to break into my own home. I needed to get into Alex's bedroom, but he double bolted the door. So I used a hammer and electric saw to get into his room. Little did I know he had cameras set up in his bedroom. He contacted Hana to confront me. She said it was Alex's home and I had no right to cut down his door.
She like slapped me across the face, and so like I was like, oh, what? So like I kind of shoved her, and I was like, what was that for?
It turns out Hana had been living with her brother. I think she was doing more than just partying, because I found a stripper pole and a box of sex toys. I can only assume Hana has an adult content page online and could be doing something sexual for money. I have lost my children. I don't know who they are anymore. I did not raise my children to be the monsters that they are.
Okay, well, I've got some questions for you, kind of aside from the children. How are you at managing relationships, generally speaking?
Not very well.
So just with friends or coworkers or whatever, like if you run into somebody on the street and they start talking and you need to go, are you able to stop that and go, or are you just kind of held prisoner there until they quit talking?
Great question. Dr. Phil, here's the deal. I just realized I'm an enabler. I am codependent and I have created monsters and I need help.
Okay, now answer my question.
Oh, repeat the question, please. I'm sorry, okay.
Well, I think you just answered it on how you are at managing relationships. You don't listen.
So, yeah, correct. There is that. I do apologize in advance for that.
Well, let's start over.
Yes.
How are you at managing relationships?
It's hard to say no.
Okay, so you don't manage relationships very well.
Correct.
Okay, did you see how I just managed that relationship? I asked you a question, you completely blew it off, tried to ask me a question, change the subject, and I said, no, we're gonna go back and you're here to talk to me. I asked you a question, you didn't answer me, so I want to get an answer, and I came back to it. I managed the relationship and brought it back to my question. But you would let them just keep on controlling you, and you'd stand there longer than you wanted to on the sidewalk talking to somebody.
Actually, not for a person. I probably would be like, hey, I gotta go. But my children, it's like, no, seriously, it's my children.
So you agree you spoiled them?
Kidding me? I enabled them, I spoiled them. I ruined kids, pigs, employees, and dogs. I can't treat them. Seriously, it's not funny. I laugh, but it's not funny.
Why is that? Well, no, you're laughing at the absurdity of it, not because you think it's funny.
You know, my mind's blown, Dr. Phil. You know
what?
what?
No, I get that. You're laughing because it's absurd when you think about it that you do that so much.
And I'm 47, and I just realized this.
So why do you think you do that?
You know, when I grew up differently, and I said that my children would never, ever suffer, not suffer, but have the life. I wanted it better, right, for them. And I want them to have anything that they wanted.
Are you a people pleaser?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.